So we recently have what was it? Sorry. We recently got a new lens, partially one for our upcoming trip, and two because it's easier and nicer for this. It can do this and this. So now you can actually see what it is I'm doing. Isn't it great? I just have to remember to keep it in frame. That's all. Well, yeah, it's great. Now y'all can see me. Y'all can look at my fingers. Look, I cleaned my nails for y'all. But now we have a proper look at what it is I'm doing instead of guessing. Yeah, I need to paint these, so come. No, my lid. Oh well. Still works. Love it. So today I'm going to clean up any edges that need to be cleaned up, fixing things that need to be fixed, and then we're going to paint the edges. So we have our 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of getting the thing here. These are the top and bottom pieces. Ooh, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you grab one of the washi tapes? Not any of the stamp looking ones, but one of the other ones. Am I missing pieces? That's fine. I need actually one of the thicker ones. Yeah. Thank you.
Are you missing things?
No, I'm just gonna use some washi tape to help hold down items. So, washi tape, for anyone who doesn't know, is great. It's not that sticky. It's tape, and they come in cool designs, but it's not very sticky, so it's great for some projects like these where if you want to hold small pieces down so they don't go flying, which is what I'm gonna do, because I don't feel like having to figure out where my pieces are going. It's fixed. There it is. Our tiny Bulbasaur. Go over there. Stage 1 and 2. So I'm kind of putting these off screen because they're going to come on while I'm painting them. Alright. Are we Gucci gang? Alright. We should be gluing them today too. How was yours and Mike's day? Very quiet. It was a good day. I did work. Yeah, I just did a whole bunch of work. Not a whole lot. Did as many jobs as I could in the day. My jobs, I enter in image data for historical purposes, and then depending on like the street count I have, it takes me however long. New York takes me longer, because yeah, New York just takes a little bit longer because the books are weird. Alright. I think I fixed this one up already. But yeah, I had a good day. It was not a bad day. I can't complain. I'm gonna take my bracelet off here. My cool, what was it? Obsidian and Tiger's Eye bracelet that I made. I'll go ahead and take it off so I can work a little better here. I think Mike had a good day. There we go. Glad to... Yay, typos. Cleaning up some edges here. Yeah, for Monday, it was fairly quiet for me, which is a good thing. Didn't have too many system errors. At least I didn't. One of my coworkers had a little bit of some system errors. Actually, hang on, let me... Give me a moment. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh. There we go. Move the camera up a little bit more. Writing out of office message drafts. We're getting there. I can't wait to put mine into effect. I had one of my coworkers, he's like my coworker slash boss. It's a weird order, but he went to Japan earlier this week, or not this week, earlier this year. And so I like asked him like, hey, you got any recommendations of places I should go and visit or see? And he was like, yeah, here's this, and like recommended a few places. Oddly, sure enough, some of them were already on our like to do or to go place list. So great minds think alike, or maybe just touristy as all get up. Had that ready months ago. Lucky you. I technically have one. I just need to update it. Okay. And here's the part that no one ever got to really see because of how the lens never wanted to, or the lens couldn't. I wouldn't say never, just it couldn't see what I was doing. Well, look, y'all can see what I'm doing now. I'm painting them. So this is to hide the obviously white edges here. So that when I go to layer them, your eyes aren't drawn to the edges as much. Not to smooch them. Get to smooch them. I hope everyone had a good weekend. Me and Mike went on a double date with my sister-in-law and her boyfriend, so we got to finally meet him. And we did Magic the Gathering as a double date. He's nice. Enjoyed meeting him. He whooped our butts thoroughly. So, he's a really good Magic the Gathering player. Black paint attitude thing. Black paint's easy to get. Like this right here is maybe like $1 to $1.25. And I do black just because it's easier. It's kind of like a puppet type show thing. Like I don't know if you've ever seen like those puppet shows where like the background's black, so you're paying attention. Why do you keep coming up like that? Oh, okay. You can also do dark gray. But yeah, sister-in-law's boyfriend beat our butts at Magic the Gathering. We did like, what, 3 rounds, I think? And sister-in-law was using a deck that he built. And I will say, even though she was like using it and like kicking our butts initially, he still won. Granted, he knows how his decks run, so I feel like that's a little bit of a cheat, but you know. I have a bird deck. It's Chocobos from Final Fantasy. I think it's working. I didn't get to do a whole lot because I wasn't getting as many of the birds as I needed to come out. That's just how I ended up drawing. But I had one particular Chocobo that was out and had landfall. And on landfall for Magic the Gathering, it's majority of the time it's whenever you put down land, you put additional counter on that creature, and it gains more like attack and defense that way. Let's just say that it was a baby Chocobo, and it became a really fat and happy Chocobo. Because I kept putting down land, I just wasn't getting any other like creatures to put out. So nice to know that that function works. Now if I can just get more creatures to come out. But yeah, there's that. And now I think tomorrow. Like I said, I know I've said it before. I've been playing Honkai Star Rail. I think the new banner comes out tomorrow. I might need to switch brushes here since it's not quite doing it. So that's gonna be fun to do. But so there's a banner coming out tomorrow in the game, but I have laundry I need to fold, so I have to like build for a little bit before I do play games. I kind of understand some Magic the Gathering stuff now. I've never owned any cards, but been watching a lot of Mubby Magic Monday. Oh, you can probably, if you don't want to like get into like buying cards and stuff and buying packs, you can probably just download the digital or the app for Magic the Gathering and just play on there for free in like casual play and kind of learn how the game works. Because that's what I do for Pokemon. Like when I was playing Pokemon, I never did real life playing. I just download the app and then use the code cards that came in packs and just played casually. Because I'm a filthy casual when it comes to playing stuff. Was able to, oh, you got, yeah. Oh yeah, Magic Arena, that's what it's called. Or MTG Arena. And this is where a tiny brush comes in handy when you've got these little details in here like this. Which is why I got this tiny brush. Some of the new Spider-Man MTG cards are fire. Oh yeah. I haven't seen any, but I heard it was a pretty decent event for them. But we skipped out on it this time. Well, one, because obviously timing and we're about to go out of town, so no spending big money. But two, just I wasn't interested in it. Mike probably would have been, but like he said, he decided to skip out on it. Huh? Do I need to turn up my mic or something? There's a few I'd like to get because they look cool. Look, you can always just like purchase individual cards just because you like the art on them. Because I have some that were gifted to me that were from the Doctor Who set that came out. Oh. But no, I have a few that were from the Doctor Who set that came out, as well as the Baldur's Gate set that came out at one point. And there's even art cards where it's literally just, yeah, there was Doctor Who ones. It was really cool. Kind of wish I'd gotten one of the Doctor Who sets when it came out, but I didn't. Like one of the pre-cons or pre-constructed decks. But I did not get it. Okay, there's one. Yeah, they made the pre-constructed decks. There was, I want to say 9, 10. No, hang on. Let me see, what were they? It was 10, 13, Missy, and 4. Those were the pre-constructed decks. Like, and that's what's called commander style. So you have like 100 cards, and then you have one of the cards as your commander. But you can also do standard, where it's like you have like your big hitters, and then you have like you can have like 4 or 3 or 4 of each card for a set, like a regular like Pokemon card like style. I can't describe it. But yeah, Exile. I'll post pictures of the Doctor Who cards that my friend got me, so you can see what they look like later on. But also, cool thing, some of the sets, like Magic the Gathering sets, have what's called art cards, where it's literally, where it's literally just a card that has the artwork from the actual playable card on it, and then you can have a chance of having the artist signature on it. Come on. And by artist signature, it's just like an etched. Those are fun to collect. I like those. I have a lot of those from the Bloomborough set that came out, which was raccoons, rabbits, mice, otter, and I think frogs and lizards. It was an animal themed deck. I made an otter deck. Already on eBay looking. Excited one. Doctor Who. I don't blame you. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan myself. Though, admittedly, I have not watched any of 14 or 15's, because I forgot how they're numbering it now. I haven't watched any of his stuff. I feel like eventually one day I'm just gonna sit there and binge watch it. And it's not because of him or anything. It's mostly just the writing hasn't been great. Like, I know Russell came back, so I need to actually sit down and watch. watch more of it. Especially since I think I got spoiled on who the next Doctor is, and that was a plot twist I wasn't expecting. So, and I'm not going to say who it is because I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't seen it. I don't mind spoilers, but I know some people do not like spoilers. This is the most tedious part. Like, you thought the cutting part on making 3D cards was tedious. Nah, it's the painting of the edges. Oop, Inte. And he's gone. No Inte for you. You can probably resummon him. Yeah, I absolutely love Doctor Who. I love Doctor Who so much, I even got a Doctor Who tattoo. It's a very simple one, where it looks like a heartbeat trace on like one of the machines, but it has 2 hearts, and then it ends with the outline of a TARDIS. And I have it below my collarbone. Because I saw a whole bunch of like Doctor Who ones that I really, really liked, but like I didn't want anything big, and I didn't want anything like super colorful at the time. So I went with that one. And I got it because 1, I'm a huge Doctor Who fan, and 2, Doctor Who played a big role in when I got my degree in college, so. That's amazing. I definitely need to get a TARDIS tattoo. Like, oh my god, there were so many cool TARDIS tattoos I saw online. Like I said, I didn't want anything like big and bold. I just wanted something small and simple, and nothing I saw was like quite hitting it until I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do this. I don't have a lot of like fan themed tattoos like Mike does. Mike has an entire sleeve where it's like nerd and fan themed, whereas I have the Doctor Who one I talked about. I have this one, which is my Inuyasha / friendship tattoo. And then I'm trying to think. I have a compass on my back without the cardinal points, like no lettering. And that's done on purpose. And then I have one on my ankle that was a Friday the 13th tattoo. And it's a kabuki mask, like a fox kabuki mask. And it has the number 13 in kanji next to it. And I put it on my right ankle because I broke my leg when I was 13. Like a few days after I turned 13. So, good luck / not good luck. So tempted to drop Pokemon for a while and save for Doctor Who Collector's Box. We're finally unlocking Isono's. Look, I was accident prone as a child. Let's just say me and sports don't get along, despite me trying. Because basically I was trying to practice to play soccer. And I went to kick a ball, and my foot caught the ball the wrong way, and I ended up snapping my leg. It was not pleasant. I'm very injury prone. Oh my god. I twisted my ankle more times than I care to remember. Been stepped on by a horse. Didn't break anything, thank goodness, but that hurt. Twisted my back muscles trying to do a trick on a trampoline. I've broken my collarbone falling off of a car when I was very, very young. So, accident prone. I'm not exaggerating. The funniest part is when I broke my collarbone. Like, I remember I was very young. I think I was like 3 or 4 when it happened. Maybe a little bit older. No, I was like 3 or 4. I remember being in the backseat of the car after my parents were like, we're gonna go drive you to the hospital now so we can figure out what's wrong. And I distinctly remember, for whatever reason, being in the back seat. I remember we got there, and then Mom and Dad are arguing in the front seat. I don't know what about. I think Dad wasn't sure if I was actually hurt or not. For whatever reason, whatever they said or whatever they did, it was funny to me, and I started laughing, and that didn't help the case of Dad going, I don't think she's actually hurt. And Mom was like, no, she's hurt. Even Mom was like, why are you laughing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm gonna blame it on the children's Tylenol they gave me before we went to the hospital. But yeah, accident prone. The horse foot thing, that was me. I wore sandals around a horse. I was asking for it. Also, the breaking my leg because of the soccer ball. Again, wearing the wrong shoes. Did I learn my lesson? Probably not. Let me clean off this brush here so I don't leave it in the water for too long. But yeah. Anyway. Back to TCG. Ooh, so speaking of like randomly collecting a different set of stuff other than Pokemon. So there's a TCG, anime themed TCG called Union Arena. And they don't have too many sets out yet. They've done a few. They've done Demon Slayer, Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen. I have no idea how the game is played. I just know that it's anime themed, and they recently did my absolute favorite of all, Fullmetal Alchemist, and they just announced they're doing Inuyasha ones next. So now I have to like go and like see if I can't get a few cards, or just get a few packs, because why not? They do look cool if you can get like the good ones. I feel like they're kind of like One Piece cards, but One Piece is a little bit better. Because I think the Union Arena cards just kind of use like pre-done like artwork that's like already like for the anime and like promo material stuff versus like original artwork or new artwork. Because that's what it kind of seemed like. I could be wrong. I haven't really looked that in depth into that. that series of trading cards. But yeah. But I have to hold off. I have to be good. We're so close to the start time for a big trip. It's so close I can smell it. Which I'm excited and nervous. I'm trying to keep an eye on the tropics. Because there be storms out there brewing. And the last thing I need is something to pop up right as we're about to go out. I've been keeping track of like any major storms. There's one out there. That one I'm not worried about because it's gonna, if it does anything, it's more likely gonna be like super East Coast for like North Carolina, South Carolina, that type of thing. And that'll be like way before we actually leave. So I'm not super worried about that. I just need Mother Nature to be all like not teasing us too much. Granted, even if we weren't going out of town, I'm always, during hurricane season, I'm constantly keeping an eye on the tropics and looking at the maps and checking up on the Weather Channel and stuff and seeing what meteorologists and people are saying. But honestly though, like, we haven't had rain in a while, like just normal weather type stuff. We haven't had rain in a while. We're supposed to have rain later this week. I'm actually kind of hoping we do. It's a little dry. I'm so glad I don't show my face on camera when I'm doing these, because like I make weird faces when I'm concentrating on my projects. Like I have literally like been sitting there like doing my stuff, and then I catch myself, like I can, like, obviously I don't have like a mirror in front of me, so it's not like I see myself, but like I can feel that I've like made a weird face, and I have to like do like a facial stretch to like reset myself. I can't spend on cards for the next while. Between saving for a vehicle and getting shipping from people, Christmas and pre-orders, I'm going to be pretty broke until after Christmas. Look, I feel that. I absolutely feel that. I feel like once we get back from the trip, like I'm really hoping that like I can just find Christmas gifts while I'm on my trip, so then I don't have to worry about it, and then I can be all like, what are you talking about? These are your gifts right here. Enjoy. What are you talking about? You wanted matcha, right? Here you go, matcha. Like, outside of any pre-orders I already have, it's just kind of like, eh. Luckily, I only care about one gift from Mawa. I love you too. But let's be for real, this whole trip is a gift to ourselves. Whoop. This is our delayed 10-year anniversary trip / dream trip. My family and I don't do gifts much. Oh, I know. Did I flatten this one out already? Got the hiccups. Oh, there we go. But yeah. All I know is that this holiday, it's going to be very low-key. Hopefully. Now, one of these pieces, I think, the body piece, this one, I gotta figure something out on that one. I might do still the black paint, or I might do some color paint to make the edges blend a little. I don't know yet. We'll get to that when we get there. Shipping from Ebony is going to be $70 Canadian for me alone. I have a binder I won, a couple of slabs, and a bunch of singles with her, so it's a fairly big box. I mean, at least you're doing the smart thing and like just waiting till you get like a whole bunch of stuff and then you do the shipping, so that way you're not having to like do individual shipping each time. But still, tariffs are no joke. That barely showed up and then just disappeared. Yay. Okay. Clean up the edges on this one a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the black paint. Yeah, being able to build a bag with everyone saves me so much. In the end, though, everything local is super pricey. Shipping for sealed stuff would be oof. Yeah. I hope one day things calm down price-wise. But for now, we do our best. Do. some of these edges cleaned up a little bit. There we go. And it told me I should be fine with a small box, even with a Labubu. So that was still. Oh yeah, they're pretty good about getting like boxes that fit just about everything. I think when they say big box, I think they mean like the ones that are like, you know, the big old diaper boxes. Okay. You got a Labubu? Do you know which Labubu you got, or is it just kind of like still a mystery Labubu at this point? Bianchi's got one for me. She's sending it sealed, so... Ooh, fun. So you have a mystery Labubu. I will admit, I'm not into the Labubus. Like, they're cute and ugly in that weird kind of way, but I'm happy to not have one. Plus, like, where would I put it? I have, like, no space for stuff anymore. I think that's one thing that's going to be our saving grace when we go to Japan in terms of, like, buying souvenirs and stuff is we don't have a lot of space to put things. So, unless it's artwork, we still have some wall space in the living room. I know we're not going to do figurines. I know I wanted to try and get a pen. They're wildly overpriced. They're overpriced here. They're overpriced everywhere. Problem with that is I'm the worst about finding ways to fit. You really do find ways to fit somewhere. Be like, we can do it here. We can just stick it here. And I'm like, how? How did you manage that? Magic. But anyway, I definitely wanted to get a pin from each Pokemon Center location that I go to. I have been requested by my boss who got to go recently to find him a Kyoto Pokemon Center pin, I believe, because he wasn't able to get one when he went, so I have a mission. And then I need to get, like, the list of stuff or things from other people. Oh, yeah. I like the joke that, like, when you're organizing things or if you're, like, packing stuff, it's like, tell me you played Tetris without telling me you played Tetris. Oh god, how could I forget your room at that old place? Never understood how you managed to fit a full-size bed and a couch in your tiny little room, as well as a desk with a computer. And if y'all think I'm lying, I'm not. He managed to do that. I added me a mega ETB to my collector app. I think I'll keep it sealed. Number go up, monkey happy. Hey, you know what? I see nothing wrong with that. I mean, honestly, like, how people collect their stuff, it's totally up to them. I have no self-control and will be cutting mine. Not cutting. Will be, for sure opening mine. I know for the mega, I got one of each. Alright. 2 pieces of Ivysaur left. What I might end up doing is assembling Ivysaur, and then while it dries, after being assembled, I will paint the other stuff. Or should I go ahead and just paint everything at once and then... What time is it? We got... I can... Oh yeah, the Pokemon Center stuff is a little easier to control. Because 1, it's like, how much do you get? And 2, it's like, that's something that actually goes up in value. I cannot control myself. I'm going to open it. Well, I'm gonna open I'm gonna open my booster box, see what happens, and then from there I'll open the ETBs. Because, like, I for sure really want the promos. Which, speaking of opening, should I get my stuff before next Monday? Which I'm assuming I will. I'm gonna assume, but, you know, we all know how that works out. But if I get my stuff in before next Monday, instead of Crafty Monday, we'll be opening Pokemon cards. I need to look at the calendar and figure out if we're gonna, not this Thursday, but next Thursday, if we're going to stream or not. There's a skills test. Make a lot of stuff into a small room. No lie. Tiny pieces. I think I'll get my stuff next Monday or Tuesday. It took 5 days, so I'm hoping. Mine literally, the last thing I got that, like, it came on release day, like, I got a notification that, like, it was ready for shipping and that it was going to be shipped out, and then it was like, yeah, it should come on said day. And I was like, cool, awesome, that's nice. And then it showed up, like, the day of, and, like, I got no notification that it was, like, out for delivery or anything, and I was like, whoa, okay, cool, nice. I'm still mildly paranoid that FedEx is gonna open my stuff and steal it somehow. Because there were a few horror stories about that happening. But we'll see. I don't think there was any stories from my area specifically, but hopefully it ships 2 days before. I hope so. They already took the money out, so it's on hold. And me and Mike are trying to be good about like all of our spending and keeping track of our bills and stuff before we leave. I knew it. I knew it. Gotcha. I knew there was a little tiny piece. There was like a little piece of like a thing that wasn't fully cut. Oh my god, it's so tiny. All the tiny pieces. Okay. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we got... I got messy fingers. Alright. Bring it out just a little bit here. There's that. Okay, so 1 second. So we have a sacrifice card here. I'm going to also use it to... This is going to be part of the in-betweens. Come on. Really? Why are we... Why are we being so slow? Is it because my hands... My hands were dry, so I couldn't hold on to the card. Okay, so this is gonna be a divider, and then I'm gonna use this for... my god, stop moving. Alright, so these little tiny pieces here. I'm not going to glue anything yet, obviously. Alright, so if you want to know how I divide my stuff, it's like this. Move. That one diagonally. Give us more stuff. Okay, so I'm using these tiny pieces to kind of help give a little bit more dimension to pieces. Yeah. So I like that. Okay. We'll go ahead and... I know, yeah, fancy. Let me get my glue here. We'll go ahead and glue those pieces down. And it's just good old Elmer's glue for all for this. This is nothing too fancy there. And we got our, what I call my glue brush, which is just a brush I don't care about if I get glue on it. Boop. So we'll just get the glue. There we go. Get those there. I could probably do some more anchor points, quote unquote. Actually, I think I will. There we go. A little bit more. So I got another anchor point is what I'm calling it. It's just... so it's not as... No. Yay. Alright, let me... it has just enough leeway. No! Come on. Okay. So you can kind of see it gives a little bit more definition between like this back leg and then like the rest of the body, because that's what I was aiming for. So if I remember correctly, this is going to be the hard part. Yeah. Okay, so do I need to trim any bits? No, that should be fine. Okay, so for this part, I'm just gonna do this real quick, get this piece down so it's a little easier. Actually, the piece is just a skosh too big. Hang on. I need to trim it. Okay. Texas! How goes? How are you doing? How's your day? Welcome in. Check out the new look. We got a new lens, so now you can actually see what I'm doing better. Now you'll be able to see all my mistakes in 4K. I don't know if it's 4K, but all right, Texas, how many battles have you won recently? Tell us, oh great trepid hero of the Pokemon's battle arenas. No, right. All right, let that dry. No. Okay, now for this part, this one's gonna have to be doubled up. Okay, I'll put that aside because I need something a little bit smaller, thinner. Where are you going? Okay, so this one I'm gonna have to probably double up just because of like how this is gonna go. Hang on. This is going to go here. And the idea is for this to go here. And this would go here. And then this would go yeah. Yes. Okay, I think I'm going to have to shape this part. So. One piece might be enough. Let's see here. So I haven't glued that down yet. Yeah, that should be enough. That, yeah. Okay. Okay, I have a plan. We have a plan. Okay. Getting their stuff done here. Trim that down a little. All right. Yeah. Okay, so those are gonna dry. And then this is gonna get glued down first, and then this goes, and then this will go on top. Okay. See, I knew this was gonna be a little tricky. Okay. We got it. So I should have made it like bulbous, like kind of popping out a little on this one, but let me do a little trick here. Let me flatten down this edge here best as I can. Okay, so I was trying to just thin down that area. Okay, so this needs to go on. Do I want to make it come up a little? Or do I want to let it? Alright, so question is, do I do this? Where it comes up a little bit? Or do I lay it flat? I think laying it flat will be fine. Okay, so, and now we put down the flower. We line it up. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so I'm kind of shaping this a little bit. And by shaping, I mean I'm very, very gently bending the card just enough so that it warps a little bit. You can kind of see how it bends a little bit. This will be a really cute effect once it's actually laid down. Alright, we're going to put down this piece here. This will help even some things out in terms of like leveling. I probably need to double it just a little bit. Alrighty, takes notes. Yeah, take all the notes. Another tip. Try not to use too much glue in a spot, because like if you keep it too watery, then it takes forever for it to dry. Alright, let's see. Will this work? Yeah. I'm gonna warp it back just a little bit because it was a little too bent for me. Okay. And then put some glue down. Okay, so dent. Catch it. Can you catch it this time? I really hope this works. Okay, so there's that. And now for the leaf. Come on, Rayquaza. Yeah, boy! Finally got it. First try. Congrats, Exiled. Finally got your legendary. Woo! Let me... There we go. Show the party. Oh my god, I hope this worked. Nice. Lovely party. Alright, what do we think? I think it came out just right. Adorable. Love it, love it. Let me fix one little thing. Alright, had a little extra blue spillage there. Okay. There's our Ivysaur. Gonna let that dry. Looks worthy enough to ban Max. Why you gotta be so mean to Matt? Alright, where's... He can't say anything about it now. Let me get my tiny Bulbasaur painted. Tiny Bulbasaur. Tiny Bulbasaur is tiny. And I mean, he's tiny. Like, look how tiny this is. Like, here's my pinky. Minisaur. So when they say extra small on Pokemon Go, is this what they mean? Like just pocket size? Because Minisaur is going to go on this. Did I? I don't think I smoothed down the edges on this one. Gotta smooth them edges down, press them down, because when you're cutting these, the edges kind of flare up a little from the cutting process, so I like to take the clay shaping tool or whatever, or dotting tool, and just use it to gently run along the edges and flatten down the sides. So then that way it looks better. I'm so hyped to get that right. I'm so happy you got it. You were fighting so hard to get it, and you finally got it. The party is complete now, right? Okay. And now we're gonna do this part. I don't think I'll be able to completely finish this tonight, but we will get at least a lot of the smaller stuff assembled in together. And then if I have time over the weekend, I can finish it then. Okay. me move that over there. There. Whee! I know I have tweezers I could use for this, but there's a part of me that's like, I don't have that much control over it when it's in the tweezers versus this. Texas! Texas! I don't know if it's on commercial or not, but okay, so okay. No. Why you flip on me? No flip. No. Tiny Bulbasaur, no. No, tiny Bulbasaur. There we go. There's our tiny Bulbasaur. Alrighty. So we're getting these little extra pieces for the top card done. This part does not have to be done on cards like these. This is just an extra that I'm like, I'm gonna make it pop more. Because I'm extra like that. Not the love disc. Alright, we're going to switch up brushes here now that we don't have the too fine of a detail. The love disc. Nobody likes love disc. To be fair, there's a lot of water type Pokemon that are kind of weird. Love disc, Braxius, Stunfisk? I don't know if it's... I know one rendition of Stunfisk is ground type. I don't know if the other one's water. But I think that all came from like the Sun and Moon era. Sun and Moon era Pokemon were like so hit or miss. Oh, Gorgeist. Yeah. Can go to the abyss. Oh my gosh. Like, I understood, like, why they made them, because, like, you know, the whole theme and everything, but, like, so you look at them and you go, okay, but why? Like, did you need to make them look that ugly? At least give them, like, you know how, like, Seabass? No. Yeah. Phoebus. Phoebus has the evolution where it turns out to be a really cool, pretty Pokemon when it evolves. Kind of like Gyarados and, Magikarp. But no, they don't even evolve. They look ugly. They are forever ugly. I mean, Love Disc isn't ugly. It's just, it's there. It's just there. Like, Love Disc can just, it's just there. That's all it is. That's the wild Pidgey. Like, at least Garbodor and, like, Trubbish and stuff, like, they're mildly cute, even though they're just piles of trash. Like, literally. Like, they're that weird cute where you're just like, ah. It's a Pidgeotto! Get it! Or not. Hey, Mike, if you're listening, can you check the, Twitch side? Da, 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 da. I think that's the same regardless. I think, even with, like, the new lens, like, I have to remind myself to not, like, bring the thing off camera or closer to me, because I have a habit of being all like, here, let me look at this closer. So I bring it to myself, but then by doing so, I bring it off camera. So y'all don't get to see me do nothing. Forever remains a mystery. Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use y'all as a soundboard. So because we're going out of town like mid-October, we can't really do too much for Halloween. Like, we're still gonna throw a small little Halloween party, and we like to have it themed to an extent. And we were gonna do murder mystery this year, but I don't think we have the time to, like, do a proper murder mystery type thing. So we had an idea. We're trying to figure out, like, what other, like, simple theme idea we can come up with. And one that I have that's just kind of like floating in my head was childhood costumes, where, like, you try to recreate or you recreate either a costume you had as a child, or you dress up like a how do I put this? Like, dress up in a costume that, like, a child would, like, one, like, your mom or your dad made it on the fly. if that makes sense. Yeah, see, like, it's kind of like, it could work. Or we could do era-themed costumes where, like, you're from, like, the 90s or 80s or 70s or something like that. I don't know. I was screaming for mini Halloweens as a kid. Loved that costume. That was, I remember when that was a popular costume among kids. It made me laugh because I'm like, really? Why does your kid know what Scream is? So, like, your favorite Halloween costume as a child? Yeah, I guess so. I think something like that, maybe. Probably also had to do with the fact that I watched these movies when I was super young with my brother. That's what I wonder, like, why did parents let their kids do that? But then again, it was also, like, the 90s and early 2000s. But everybody was already Sonic recently. That's true. Alright, let me see this. I don't know. Doctor Who themed? No, I need a little bit more, like, if we're gonna do something like that, I'd need a little bit more time. I did a joke pun one time for work when I worked in an office where I did Doctor Who, but it wasn't Doctor Who, it was Doctor Who! And I was basically in a doctor, like, scrub with an owl mask. Because I was Doctor Who! The puns write themselves, I know. Where did that piece go? I feel like we heard this piece already, this soundbite. I really want to put on a plague... Dude, plague masks? Like, you can't go wrong with those. Those are just fun. If you're wondering, I'm adding some more support into one side of this. There we go. I have such love for those. They're such cool masks. Like, the history behind them. Cool, not cool. But the aesthetic, like the modern day aesthetic, it's there. Alright. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab something here if I can. No. What? Okay, so yeah, it's kind of look like that. Obviously, this would be a little bit more. There we go. So this is kind of what it's gonna look like. I like. Alright, so I might actually be able to assemble this tonight. Never mind. Look at us. Wow, look at us doing it. We're powering through. See, I thought tonight was just gonna be assembly night. Well, I guess it's technically still assembling it. Phantasmal spoilers on Discord, by the way. Ooh, I think I saw a few earlier today, but I wasn't really paying attention because I was like really distracted with work. But I will definitely have to check that out. I'm excited. I know I saw the Charizard or one of them. I think I saw what may be the Gengar at one point. I don't remember. I'm kind of sad though. A site that I normally use to like see like when they like present like upcoming stuff, if I remember correctly, the creator passed away recently, so like obviously that website has not been updated because he was the only one that was running it. Okay, this set is gonna make me like Charizard. Phantasmal will be a mix of Inferno X and the Mega Gengar deck. There is okay. I knew it was going to be Infernal X. I heard about that one, but I didn't know what other set it was supposed to be mixed with, so thank you. I will say, I don't think Charizard is a bad Pokemon. I do think it's overrated and a little overdone, but then again, at this point, they kind of all are. It's okay. I like the evolution, so like we can both be basic bitches together. It's okay. I have dreams of squeezing the life out of Charizard. Mike. I mean, tell me how much you really don't like it. Well, since you like fighting type and you like Machamp, I imagine it's like a chokehold, like fighting style chokehold, where you just sit there and whisper, "Shh, okay, go to sleep." Alright, so getting our spacers glued together. Luckily, I already kind of had some pre-made from a previous project I'd done. So that actually saved some time here. You have heard the amount of hate. Yeah, I know. I know. I've heard you rant about it multiple times. Sleepy Zard and Radiant Zard. Either that. I really like the artwork for the terrestrialized Charizards, the SIRs. I really like the artwork on that because they have that kind of like semi-sketchy look to them, and I really like that type of art style. Granted, the artists who did them, like, I also really like their artwork, so that kinda helps too. Do I want to have this lifted a little? Nah. I'm not a fan of those Zards personally, but can see why people. I just like the artwork on them. But then again, like, I know some people, like, I know the terrestrialized stuff. Like, I will say, terrestrialized stuff's not my favorite. I think one more spacer here should do it. Well, I feel proud of myself getting this all done. Which means, should the cards come in this week, Monday will be card opening. If not, then we will start drafting custom cards. And then open stuff on Thursday, because I don't think we're going to stream this Thursday we are. Next Thursday is what I'm talking about. Being fairly new back into the hobby, I think this is the first card I'm genuinely hyped about, which is surprising because Zard is like bottom of the barrel. You know, I think it's okay. You like what you like. I think honestly, like at this point, everyone like we know a lot of people are gonna like Charizard. That's fine. But they also have to understand that we're gonna mercilessly make fun of it. Because again, like, Charizard's not my favorite. I enjoy it for what it is, because, like, you know, it's part of the OG crew. Do I think it's overhyped and overdone? Yes, but I do think sometimes occasionally it gets some cool artworks. Like the VMAX from the UPC that it came in. I like that one. Like, that one's really cool looking. Also, I'm kind of like low-key glad that it was part of a UPC and not anything else. Because then it became a little bit easier of a chase. Okay, yeah, see, that I don't blame you on that one, Mike. Like, I do think they're overly priced and overly hyped. Like, it's got some great artworks. The Chikorita. Welcome back, Stormy. Oh yeah, we're in assembly stage for the complete card. But you made it back just in time. I take it you were dealing with the kiddos? The babinos? Was it Akachans? I think Kodomo? I don't remember what kids were, or child. I think Aka was baby. I think Kodomo was child or kids. Ugh, it's been so long since I've taken like Japanese classes. Like, I'm relearning like basic phrases for like ordering foods and stuff, and then like very generalized conversation, but like common speech, nah. Ooh, I just realized when we go, we're I think the first Monday we're there, it's a sports day. So that's gonna be fun figuring out like what's open and what's closed. Okay. Final layer. and I made it fairly thin too. Nice. I might be able to even get it in a sleeve protector. A penny sleeve. Who knows? I learned recently that oh no, yeah, they love baseball over there. Like there's even a whole like baseball etiquette like when you're there that I did not learn. But yes, they love baseball over there. All right, let me stick this under the mat real quick. Kind of get partially squished and clean up while it's doing that. Got my washi tape. Get things cleaned up while we're waiting. I love that people chug beers before they go into stadium. I don't know if they do. I haven't seen that. I know they serve beer in the stadium, like you can order beer. They have a very interesting beer retrieval system in stadiums from what I've seen. Let's see. If I remember correctly. That's Nihon? So you got Nihon? I think. Don't quote me. And I think Nihonjin? I think that's it. Small-minded American, I think that's the channel name. Went on a trip to Japan, going to a baseball game with one of the things he did. Oh, nice! I'll have to look it up. They definitely have beer in the stadium. There's specific job for people. Oh yeah, I remember that one. I know very little kanji. I think that's man. I'm trying to remember what woman was. No, that's not right. The top part's right. The rest of it's not right. So it's... something like that. That's man. And then... that's woman. Aha, I remembered. And if I remember correctly... I think that's part of exit, but I think that's also something else. I can't remember if it's mountain or something. I don't remember. I know my favorite thing was this. Let me see here. I know that was my favorite thing. Using some hiragana to make a face. There's an anime specifically about a girl with that job. Oh yeah, that's right. I kind of vaguely remember hearing that. Alright, let me actually finish cleaning up. Alright, so... there we are. There's our Venusaur. What do we think? I think it came out pretty good. And it came out pretty thin. Managed to get a few layers in there. It helps when I don't do the background. Nippon series, you were correct on the name. Starts on... ah! Nice. There we go. So there is our Ivysaur. Huzzah! We did it! We did it, y'all. I think that's a good spot to end. I thank y'all so much for joining in. Texas, Stormy. Speaking of which, Stormy! Stormy! But yeah. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. Oh, I know I did, didn't it? It helped that I had some pieces already set. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming in. We will see y'all on Thursday. So yeah, Thursday, I think it's my turn to run the store. And then after that, next Monday, if my cards come in before then, we will open cards on next Monday. And then the Thursday after that, we'll play it by ear. But yeah, thank y'all so much for coming in. I really appreciate every time y'all come and join us on our casual streams and stuff. But yeah, y'all have a good one. And as always, stay nerdy.